Discover how action bias is holding you back. Are you constantly in motion, yet feel like you're spinning your wheels? Action bias, our tendency to act rather than pause to evaluate, may be the silent saboteur. By understanding and addressing this instinct, you can transform wasted energy into meaningful progress. Now remember, this is education mixed with entertainment. So with that being said, let's analyze this train of thought accordingly. Chapter 1. What is action bias? Action bias is the reflexive need to do something in the face of uncertainty, even when waiting or thinking might be the better option. Rooted in our evolutionary wiring, this trait once helped our ancestors survive, but in today's complex world, it often leads us to make hasty decisions, prioritizing movement over strategy. Imagine tackling a cluttered desk by shuffling papers without a clear filing system. It feels productive, but the chaos remains. Recognizing when this bias creeps into your behavior, this is the first step toward overcoming its hold and making deliberate, impactful choices. Chapter 2. The psychology behind action bias. Why are we so driven to act? Psychologists link action bias to the discomfort of inaction. When faced with uncertainty, inactivity feels like failure, while action, even if ineffective, offers a sense of control. Sports provide a vivid example. Goalkeepers often dive during penalty kicks, yet statistics show staying centered is often more effective. Similarly, in life and in work, we might rush to send an email or start a project without considering long-term strategy, simply to alleviate discomfort. Understanding this psychological urge helps you pause and assess situations more rationally. Chapter 3. How action bias sabotages success. The consequences of unchecked action bias can be costly. Imagine a manager instituting a new policy after a single bad month without analyzing underlying data. Or consider someone who starts multiple side hustles but abandons each one due to lack of planning. Such behaviors can drain time, energy, and resources, ultimately hindering progress. Action bias often leads to superficial fixes instead of systemic solutions. Learning to resist the urge to act impulsively allows for a deeper focus on meaningful, sustainable changes, turning effort into results. Chapter 4. Strategies to overcome action bias. To overcome action bias, cultivate intentionality. Start by pausing to ask key questions. What is the desired outcome? Will this action bring me closer to it? Adopt the practice of mindfulness to observe your impulses without immediately acting on them. Additionally, prioritize planning and reflection. Dedicate time to strategic thinking, breaking large decisions into manageable steps. Finally, embrace the power of saying no to non-essential tasks. By replacing reactionary habits with thoughtful deliberation, you can channel your energy towards actions that truly matter. Chapter 5. The rewards of intentional action. Breaking free from action bias transforms your life. By acting with purpose, you achieve goals faster and with less stress. Relationships flourish as your responses become more thoughtful rather than rushed. Work becomes more fulfilling as every effort aligns with clear objectives. The satisfaction of progress replaces the frustration of busyness. Remember, the most successful people don't act constantly, they act wisely. Pausing is not laziness, it's the discipline of ensuring each step moves you closer to your dreams. Closing thoughts. Action bias may feel like progress, but true success lies in intentional action. Pause, reflect, then act with purpose. You'll be amazed at the results. Now, because I want to encourage you to think, as opposed to telling you what to think, here are 3 questions to consider. Question 1. Am I taking this action to solve the problem effectively, or simply to feel like I'm doing something? Question 2. What evidence or reasoning supports this action as the best course of action right now? And finally, question 3. What would happen if I paused and took more time to evaluate my options instead of acting immediately? So that's the end of today's journey. Now, if you want to support the channel, like, subscribe, and watch the content. And with that being said, I sincerely hope this video has provided value.